Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Scratch, и мы с вами продолжаем прохождение Ace Combat 7, и это, в принципе, уже 7-е видео. Так что, если вы пропустили предыдущие части, обязательно пройдите подсказки в правом верхнем углу вашего экрана, а также по ссылке, которая есть в описании к данному видео, где вы найдете плейлист со всем прохождением. Поэтому, чтобы не допускать таких ошибок, впредь подписывайтесь, ставьте лайк, пишите комментарии, делитесь видео с друзьями. Эта вся ерунда занимает буквально 5, максимум 10 секунд, но для меня, поверьте, это очень много значит. И не забывайте нажимать на колокольчик, чтобы получать уведомления о выпуске новых серий, эпизодов и прохождений по новым будущим играм. Ну что ж, давайте продолжать. Посмотрим, что нас ждет дальше.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Last Hope. Последняя надежда. Задание 16. Что там, принцесса летела, я так понял. И куда она направлялась?
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Окей, понятно. Будем защищать русейского офицера. Так, древо Эла. Давайте посмотрим, сколько у нас там бабла. Я уже чуть-чуть сбиваюсь после каждой миссии. 616, так. Так, где мы тут были? Здесь надо 850, так. Ладно, идем вперед. Короче, тут, по идее, русские самолеты, тут американские самолеты. Все просто. Так, вот мой фаворит пока что. Так, а что нам надо было там сделать? Охранять офицера, так? Так что я думаю, нам пригодятся больше вот эти боеголовки. Погнали.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
Так, операция Гаргона. Окей. Только куда эта принцесса-то полетела? Самое интересное, представьте, все мои догадки будут неверны, и все здесь было бы банально. Что вот как есть по сюжету, так и остается. Президент умер, принцесса неплохая и так далее.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right.
Ну да, я готов.
Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Target is in machine gun range. Strider 1, target acquired.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Ой.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Косяк.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you. Understood. Target locked.
Strider Squadron, Identify the unknowns along the route.
Да, блин. Надо аккуратненько уворачиваться. Немножко не помню, кто там летает-то. Ну, куда он свалил? Так, ладно, где наша цель? Ой-ой-ой, я забыл. Ну, не забыл, а запутался. Нашу цель могут уничтожить.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Ой.
Watch two.
Надо развернуться. Это наша.
Trigger, that one's Ocean. Do not attack before target identification is complete. It's Erosion.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Strider 1, missile launched.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us.
More the merrier. ID is Ocean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Так, вроде пока все по плану.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
Да блин, как мне туда попасть?
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
Yeah.
There's a strict curfew. People gather in bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Target's been wiped out.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
Vehicle eliminated. Chaff and flares are running low.
Weapons hold.
There's an unknown on our route. We can't proceed.
Сейчас проверю, погоди.
Enemy has a lock.
Missile away.
Так, где наша цель? Так, вертолеты долбаные. Офигели.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Так, подо мной эти цели прям. Надо развернуться.
Enemy has a lock. Evade. Wait. The general managed to convince them.
Those that protect
Это
General are the
свои.
real patriot. Onward.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
О,
We are
это по мне так попали?
We've shot, but when the communication networks come back online.
Sam side down.
Давайте этого собьем.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Target is in machine gun range.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Так, это кто там?
Target obliterated.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Да-да-да,
There's a
слежу,
vehicle
слежу.
blocking the road.
Strider 3 launching this.
No response to hails. It's the radicals. Here comes a traitor, Labarde. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to
Всё
end,
чисто.
do they? Labarde's in that vehicle!
They've been
set
А
up
это
in
кто
all
там
the right
едет за ними?
places. Strutter 1, missile launched.
Блин, а?
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Да я же сбил их, блин. Да капец! Гребаные дома. Вот. Осталась одна тачка. Есть.
Strutter 1, target acquired.
Я, кстати, не знаю, здесь по своему, наверное, попасть прям реально сложно. Вот, блин, подстава. Опять они в эти ангары заезжают. Хватит в них заезжать. Не могу прицелиться. Все. А это кто?
Maintain speed. We'll be able to break through that shutter. General, do you mind keeping it down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue.
He dodged it. Target locked.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Kruger Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Balkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkin technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian flight test center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is a helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there. We're the only ones here on our side.
Вроде пока все по плану.
There were members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Strutter 1 is into the clouds.
Попытаемся его так убить. Норм. А этот кто? Да, блин. Ну ладно, фиг с тобой. Я лечу.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Okay, part 2.
А, это воздух у меня, стой.
Target acquired. Strutter 1, target destroyed.
Все нормально.
I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Да лечу я.
Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows: 263 Tango 4, 19er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe? Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like the penal unit. So?
Так, ладно, да.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Norwegian military.
Ну как долго его сопровождать?
Radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
Где этот танк-то?
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erosion forces. Take it out!
Ща.
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
Так, где он?
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Да я иду. А, я всего лишь попал? Вот ты засранец. Сейчас, секунду.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off!
Все, чисто.
We're gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Ой. Это свои.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through!
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
Блин, напряжно.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
Our movement is restricted by an unidentified unit near our location.
Target acquired.
The main conflict concluded. Regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Так, опять кто-то там напал.
Evade that missile!
The general is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft! General's orders!
General, we still have drones at our disposal. It's too early for peace talks.
Блин, у нас урона уже 38%.
Watch your leader when you're on your six. I have
The general's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
Да все нормально.
We're under attack. Hurry up and
А,
do
ой,
something.
слева.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit.
Надо
There's
развернуться.
more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
5 minutes remaining.
I'll show you morons what it means to use your head to fight and not just instincts.
Watch your remaining missiles.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say
Я
hi
лечу,
before they ruin the
погоди.
general's day. Gotcha, Fox 2.
Locked on.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break!
They don't respond.
Бля.
ID is Erosion military.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Неудобно на таких расстояниях летать, ну ладно.
Target obliterated.
Нормально. Осталась одна точка.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Все.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Да, не за что.
Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them if it means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Это наши или вражеские?
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared
Ох, твою за ногу. Это свои или вражеские? Свои. А это? Тоже свои.
almost at the rendezvous. With the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe most of drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Блин, я тут сейчас молчу, потому что надо сосредоточиться. Так, вижу вертолет.
Okay, let's go. Getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
Shoo.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board? He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Давайте посмотрим.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is, the EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknowns attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
Давайте сбивать.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Ага,
Yeah,
так,
good
все.
work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Вот наша очередная цель. Блин, промазал.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
9. No good. Shit.
Где он? Ну какого бока? Куда ты попал? Все, умри уже. Вот он. 10 ракет осталось. Да умри. А, и он по мне попал? Ах ты. Слышь, дядь, иди сюда. Еще на тебя навалять. Меня вообще трогать нельзя. Я плюшевый и нежный. Да где он? Что от меня? Так, где он? Вот. Последняя цель. Да уже взорвись нафиг.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Погнали.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Ой, я не потому стрелял.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Target locked. Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Блин, их дофига.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Так, норм.
Missile inbound. Drinking.
Надо этого как-то обойти. Ну и куда ты пошел? Ну давай. Поворачивайся. А-а-а! Не говорите, что я сбился. Ну что, не по кому?
Enemy on your back.
Ладно.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Ладно, все в задницу. Буду обычными ракетами стрелять. Не будем экономить.
In gun range.
Да не вижу нифига. Короче. Буду идти аккуратно вот так. В темноте реально ни хрена не видно.
Strutter 1, Fox 2.
Так, этот уничтожен.
Bandit hit.
Давайте за этим.
Enemy on your back.
Он летит как Формула-1 какая-то машина. Просто такой...
5 bandits remaining.
Так, ладно, аккуратненько идем. А, я промазал слишком близко. Ой, слишком быстро.
Behind the enemy.
Да. Вот это жесть. У меня ракеты кончились. Что? 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 Какого хрена? Ну давай хотя бы одного сбей.
4 bandits left. Target acquired.
Давай уже умри нафиг.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Окей. Сейчас покажем, что он умеет. Где он?
Strider 3 launching missile. I've got a sitting duck here.
Ну и куда ты? Такое ощущение, что мы в космосе летаем, кстати. Ну, из-за темноты. Да где он все вокруг меня катается? Ладно, если что, сейчас... Ладно, задолбал меня. Давайте я так найду. Промах?
1, missile launched.
Давай это хотя бы сбей. Отлично, остался один. Ну и где ты, мерзавец? Получай. Все.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood.
Красиво, да? Как будто в космос улетаем на самолете. Да, этот значок, задание выполнено, как будто Metal Gear какой-то. Ну, как же красиво тут все, а? Что за нафиг? А кто сбил вертолет? Кто сбил вертолет? Мы же спасали. Да задолбали убивать всех, кого мы спасаем. Убили того чела на этом лифте космическом, да, орбитальном. Убили сейчас этого.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
Ну что, погнали вперед. Так, у нас 900 тысяч. Мне кажется, окраски это для мультиплеера. Если честно.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Знаете, тут философский-то сюжет. То есть, если задуматься о теме войны и так далее, то мне нравится, интересно.
Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Окей. Как скажете. Я просто задумался, знаете, вот о теме, которая сейчас поднялась. Мне нравится, что в игре задают взрослые вопросы в этой. Как бы в прямом смысле, можно сказать, да, там философские, да, на тему войны, ну и так далее. Вот. Кстати, мы можем купить этот самолет, но у нас не хватит бабла на все остальное. Вот. Поэтому давайте его купим, короче, а потом уже проапгрейдим. То есть на следующей миссии будем на нем летать. Потому что на этой у нас не хватит, бабла, чтобы его проапгрейдить. Крутой самолетик. Потому что нам нужны, видите, вот эти пушки, они по 900 стоят. Блин, это жесть. Так, ракета воздух-воздух. Так, это у нас есть. А вот для земли... Ну, не знаю. Знаете, в принципе, можно. Ладно, давайте возьмем его, короче. Чем мы тупим, правильно? Облегчает обнаружение скрытых целей. О, пофиг, нам сейчас не надо. Возьмем новый самолет. На нем полетаем. Кроме этих ракет у нас ничего нет. Окей. Так, что нам тут надо? Что в самом низу? Да пофиг на облака. Ну все, в принципе. Стоп. Вот. Ну, погнали.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Посмотрим, что у нас получится. Homeward. Окажите поддержку своим войскам. Операция Reflux. И это в 2019 году, ребят. 10 число. 10 октября. Надеюсь, этот год нас обойдется без всяких там войн и так далее.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs.
They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own.
Please, we need help.
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
Так, давайте чекать.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Так, это наша. Тут, да?
These are Ocean.
Unknown successfully identified.
Target acquired.
Этот будет сейчас
Their
уничтожен.
artillery fire took missiles off our starboard side.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Все.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
Our air support is here. We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Все нормально. Так, все побили.
Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can.
Погнали оказывать
Help
поддержку.
retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Can't we flank the enemy and strengthen
Sorry,
from
ребят.
behind?
Гребаная просто дрянь меня уже бесит.
Take out the hostiles in our area.
Так, короче, будем чистить всех.
There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians.
Он не сдох?
Part of the fighting. Look at that. They're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. If you do 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Короче, понятно, будем изучать всю территорию.
Let's get moving. Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point.
Давай, давай, давай.
Anyone, hostile or friendly. I can guess what happened here, but
Интересно, там кто летит? Или плывет, точнее.
Damn those Russian bastards. These are blatant war crimes. Take photos for evidence.
Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
Уничтожено.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Ambush, stay calm, reform the ranks. Just got the photographs. We'll head back to HQ soon.
Прикольная игрушка, конечно, мне очень нравится.
The men say they want to let the children in the proper area.
Будем экономить ракеты. Воу.
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now?
Промах, твою за ногу.
Allied retreat looks good.
Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Lure them away from the mass driver.
Так, все уничтожено.
I count 12 dead bodies here.
Я промазал?
They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Опять только попадание, да почему же они такие живучие-то, а? Умри уже нафиг. Так, а кто тут летает с нами? А, это вертушка? Окей, без проблем. Так, еще двое за мной. Да, блин, промазал. Кстати, давайте чекнем. Распознайте врагов среди союзников и уничтожьте все цели. Окей. Ну, а 100 ракет, так что можем не экономить. Да что от меня? Так, капец. Ладно. Надо нормально развернуться, ребят. Да какой же промах. Где он? Ладно, сделаем хитропопную хрень. Развернемся вот так. А то он задолбал за моей спиной летать. Сдохнем.
The landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
Все, здесь тоже все зачищено.
We're moving out. Leave the jet behind. We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
An explosion inside. Continue the countdown.
Капец, этот не сдох?
There's still one arsenal bird left. We can fill it full of bombs, then Russia will have a fighting chance.
Так, какой-то засранец еще за мной летит. Аж двое.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If you take, we're done for.
Так, теперь этого надо забрать. Гребаный дрон. Где же ты?
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind. Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
А, эти дроны выпускают
We need
как
to
раз.
ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Короче, надо убрать эти, как его, контейнеры, чтобы они не спускали больше. А, стоп. Это бомбардировщики, да?
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Лечу, понял. Музыка, конечно, шикарная, да?
Visual. Like an eagle.
Если согласна, лайк. Обязательно.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Вау. Я его уничтожил, не? А, я его задел чуть-чуть, да? Не стоит к ней подлетать так близко. Ой! Капец! Так, ладно, где эти цели? Капец, еще там. Стоп, это не та цель. Вот она подо мной где-то. Давай. Умри, скотина. Да я понял. Где наша цель? Подо мной, да? А, не, справа. Так, где он? Он еще выше? Все. Где они? Что-то их там дофига за мной летят. А, блин, еще не сбит, скотина. Так, теперь туда. Так, это истребители. Окей, с этим попроще. Ладно, возьму другого. Что-то их тут реально дофига. На этот, да, на этих два. Короче, на истребители нам надо примерно по 2 ракеты, а на всякие вот эти БПЛА можно по одной. В принципе, надо запомнить. Напряжно. Ой.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Russian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Longcaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
We have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help these refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Так, ладно, цель
Echo
где?
13. All hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Вау, это кто так?
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete.
Не-не-не, погоди, я еще хочу
Okay,
позвать.
Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Use the smoke canister. And who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me.
Да, блин.
You moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Hurry!
Конечно, я под девочкам стрелять не буду. Сейчас только этих собью. Точнее, уничтожу. Бегом, бегом, бегом. У нас 40 секунд. Скотина, давай. Так, еще одна цель. Все? Так, а что надо сделать? А, я еще кого-то уничтожил. Все.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable.
Все, так. Все сбито.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an illusion soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10.
Красивый самолет, да?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Так, а там что?
1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network.
Вот я их вижу.
You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it.
О, блин, главное, что по мне молнии не
3
фигакнуло.
minutes to the enemy's air defense network. All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
Ой, ёпперный бабай, у нас больше нет этих.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
Ладно, сначала я уничтожу.
The target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's heading.
Стоп. А, уничтожен?
Strider 1, bandit splashed.
They're forced to turn their backs to us. Now I'm looking for them.
Все.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
Да-да-да, я тороплюсь.
We've recalculated the remaining time. If we're too close, we'll get caught up in the explosion.
Ёперный бабай. Тормози.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them.
The missile hit the supply ship dead on.
Monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
Господи, я ни хрена не вижу.
60 seconds remain.
Прицелься, блин. Давай.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
И задание выполнено. Нормально. Ну что, ребят, мы красавцы, набирали ему жопу. Ой, блин, смотрите, какие облака крутые, да? Очень красиво. Really beautiful. Давайте посмотрим из кабины. Как трясет, слышите? Давайте опять в облака.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel.
Нифига не видно. Нифига. Как вот так летать, согласитесь, да? Только смотреть на приборы, чтобы понимать, где ты. И чтобы не разбился. Капец. Сложно. Ну, имеется в виду от первого лица из кабины смотреть так. От третьего-то все понятно. Ну что ж, мы воссоединились, да, поэтому посмотрим. Я думаю, на самом деле, что сюжет наш близится к завершению, поэтому скоро посмотрим, чем же закончится игра.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress.
Can't say I blame him.
Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either.
The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
Окей, погнали вперед. Ну что, ребят, я думаю, на этом мы завершим нашу 7-ю часть прохождения по Ace Combat. Надеюсь, вам нравится. И если это так, не забывайте уделить 5 секунд своего времени, чтобы поставить лайк под этим видео, написать какой-нибудь комментарий, чтобы поддержать меня. И если вы еще не подписаны, чтобы не пропускать продолжение по этой игре и по всем грядущим новинкам 2019 года, подписывайтесь на мой YouTube-канал и жмякайте на колокольчик, чтобы получать уведомления о выпуске новых серий. И, естественно, делитесь видео с друзьями в социальных сетях. Это очень мне помогает. Мы маленькие, но стараемся вырасти, поэтому делитесь, не стесняйтесь. За это вам огромное спасибо. Ссылки на мои социальные сети есть все в описании к данному видео, как и реквизиты для тех из вас, кто желает поддержать развитие моего канала, чтобы мы с вами произвели апгрейд. А так, увидимся уже в 8-й части. Очень скоро, ребят. До новых встреч. С вами был Scratchet. Пока.